What's up, guys? Got an unexpected video for y'all today because unfortunately Dad had himself a little bit of an accident. Now he is okay, but we're going to be doing a recovery and delivery of his truck. So for anyone that's been wanting a towing video, here you go. Also, it was 80 degrees yesterday and it snowed today. Absolutely bizarre weather, but let's go ahead, grab the Duramax, get everything hooked up and get out of this cold. This is going to be the second time we've ever towed with the Duramax. The only other time was the pontoon boat, which it did totally fine on the big 38s. Now on the 26x14s, probably a little bit more sketchier in my mind just because, you know, huge wheels, not a crazy heavy load, but still a full truck. We'll see. I think she's going to do great. I'll catch up with y'all first thing in the morning, where unfortunately I think it's going to be about 25 degrees, but at least we'll get to enjoy a nice little cold start. All right, guys, well, can confirm once again the trailer unloaded is pretty freaking bouncy, but hopefully once we get the truck on there, it's all gonna smooth out. So I gotta do a couple steps and then we'll get to the truck. Hopefully this thing's gonna crank up and not be completely freaked out. It's gonna be the first start. Okay, it cranked.
Go. Felt more comfortable.
No lights on the dash yet. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it can turn. Yep, our tire is in fact rubbing. Yep, I hear something. Well, let's just go ahead and get there quick as we can. How about that? Oh yeah, we're dragging. We're rubbing. See, the windshield's iced over. The keys, last thing we'll do is lock this thing up. Let's check her out, boys. Yeah, she a little hurt, no doubt. It's got that fender, the metal part pushed down, which is what's got this pushed down, but didn't have any metal hit. Hood, fender, headlight, fog light, lower part, probably skid plate, inner fender, back bumper, which is just the bumper. It's not into the bed, so we're good with that. But yeah, the old Frontier is on the struggle bus for sure. Not leaking anything, so that's good, but let's don't wait for it too. So let me get the trailer dropped down and let's get this thing loaded. All right, what are we saying? We think that's good. I'd like to keep a majority of the weight over the tires. Truck's sitting pretty right. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead. Dang, I was close over here. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything strapped down, put up, and we'll hit the road. We got the 360 up as well. We got her in tow haul, tune 2. And we're hopefully gonna have a nice, safe voyage to the body shop. Don't scrape. Please don't scrape. We scraped. We definitely freaking scraped on the back of the trailer. Not ideal, especially not to start off. Oh well, should be alright. Man, that sucks, dude. The old Frontier definitely seen better days. But get her fixed up, back on the road. That's technically my mom's truck. You know, Dad's got the Tundra. They've had forever. She drove it forever, then he drove it. She had a little SUV, ended up getting T-boned. Got another little SUV, and then needed a truck. So got the Frontier, and they've had it for, I guess, 2 years now. I think they've got 20-something thousand miles on it. It's been a good truck. Maybe I should do a review. I've never gotten a mid-size truck on the channel since my Tacoma. I should probably do that, or I should at least, you know, try one out. I like a lot of things about it, several things that I don't like about it, but it is a good truck. Hopefully my 360 doesn't freaking fall off. Hopefully our straps don't come off either. This is not a fun truck trailer combo to pull off and turn around and finagle, just because it's so long. Plus, you know, huge wheels and tires here on the Duramax. But she's towing it fine. Pretty much the same as it was when it was empty, except for it was much more bouncy. That is the only downside that I have found about this trailer that I got, is unloaded, she's freaking bouncy. But when it's loaded like this, it's fine. So should be smooth sailing. And I'm assuming this is coming out after the video y'all saw where we tuned the Duramax. So I'm actually still in the beginning week of driving the truck and getting it properly suited to the new tunes. I don't really know which tune would be ideal for towing with. I've been running it just normal in tune 3, which is the 120 horse tune. But I don't know if that's the best tune to be towing with. I know sometimes the hotter tunes are totally fine with it, but they can also generate a lot of heat. And we currently don't have an EGT probe, so there's no way of me monitoring EGTs. So we definitely have some tight, hilly roads ahead of us, and I don't want it to get hot without me knowing. Obviously, we can monitor our transmission, which is currently 124 degrees, our coolant temp 185, all that kind of stuff. But as far as the exhaust side of things, we ain't got a clue what's going on over there yet. Truck's happy though, under 2,000 RPMs, good old 6-speed, 1,800 RPMs to be exact, 55 miles an hour. 4th gear lockup. We're just cruising. Rolling up on our first big hill. Trying to get a little momentum going. Rough freaking roads. Will she downshift? She won't. And we have a literal 1970s brake controller on this truck. It came with the truck. And it's extremely hard to adjust. Thankfully, our engine braking and stuff with tow haul is very good in this truck. I guess it's technically turbo braking, but you know, it doesn't have a button or anything like in the Ram. It just kind of does it naturally with the VGT. But yeah, our brake controller I've adjusted multiple times trying to get a little higher. It's currently set at 1, which probably is fine, not too much weight. But we also haven't had to hit the brakes yet, so I'm not exactly sure. I can always reach down there and grab it if I need to, but surely we won't. Now that I think about it, we did also tow with this truck taking Mead's dump trailer to the dump, which that was freaking sick. This truck looks sick towing just because you know, it's big, got the big FTS. One's probably a little bit low for our brake controller. try to bump that up if it will save the setting. It didn't before. Let's get a little listen. 20 pounds of boost. 2,600 RPMs. Just roaring through the gears. Third lockup. She's hanging on to third. We're going up a little hill, that's why, but there we go. Thankfully, our shifting has finally smoothed out since doing the tuning. I don't know what the crap it was. It was almost like that initial flash that we didn't fully take, and the truck was just not happy. Once we reflashed it, and I've been driving it, everything has smoothed out for the most part, and the truck runs real solid. If you watched that video, or if you didn't, I'll have a link to it in the description. I have a couple complaints, or I currently do, I guess. It really is, the tune feels more like a, you know, an on-off tune. So it doesn't really feel like it does that much between under normal driving, which is kind of a bummer. It's really just when you're getting on it, which is not ideal to me. I would like to experience better performance throughout each tune, no matter how I'm driving it. I guess it's kind of good for those that just want a real laid-back truck. And then when you put your foot down, it freaking rips. But to me, it feels a little lazy unless you're getting on it. And that's comparing it to the Edge performance tune that we had on the truck. It felt, you know, it wouldn't get down as hard, obviously, it would not, but under normal driving it felt a little more peppy, which was definitely weird. But you know, I don't know, there's a multitude of tuning options that we could try. We could always data log it and see if they could give us a revision, or we can swap. You know, the way of the diesel tuning right now, it's currently kind of on the forefront of, you know, resurgence is, I guess, a good way of putting it. All right, this is probably our tightest turn. Big sweeping, listen to that thing. Slow us on down, big girl. Everything's feeling great though. And I guess I'm just putting all this in the video, just a full experience, y'all towing with me. Because what else am I gonna film? I don't know. Let me know if you just like these, like, kind of basically ride-alongs. I need to put a POV over there in the passenger seat, just have a dual camera set up so it's like y'all are actually sitting here riding with me. Maybe that'd be kind of cool. Trans is 126 degrees, coolant temp's 190. It's, of course, currently 33 degrees, so, you know, if we run into some temp issues, we've definitely found a problem, because the weather is, I guess, ideal. I don't know, is it bad to tow in the cold? Does that help you? I imagine that does help you as far as keeping everything cool, but I don't know, is there any downsides to towing in the cold? We're on the dang roller coaster road now, up and down. Y'all take a listen, let off the throttle. Truck sounds so nasty. Now it is weird as well as the tuning, man. To sit there when we were loading the trailer, like the idle, like the hiss, the rumble, it comes in certain times, like on the throttle, off the throttle. It sounds insanely good to me, but it is kind of bizarre. Maybe it's still trying to figure itself out, I don't know. But I guess the correction, this is probably the tightest turn that we're gonna have. And then we've got a big uphill. This is probably the most that I've ever towed. I don't know what that pontoon boat weighed, but it, oh, please don't pull out in front of me. It had a ton of neck weight. It definitely had this truck squatting a lot more It probably don't weigh as much as this. What the trailer probably weighs, I think 3,000 pounds, something like that. This truck weighs like 5,500, probably pretty equivalent to when we went and got the white GMC and hot sauce, which honestly, if hot sauce didn't have 2414s, I probably would have just went and got it with that. It's just, I don't know, that truck pulls great. 6.2, 8-speed, 35s, pulls great. It's pretty discreet. This truck obviously capable of a lot more, but also very much not discreet, which is fine because we're not having to go very far. If I'm having to run hours away, I'd rather not have every eye on me. Believe it or not, as someone that has a bunch of flashy vehicles and posts videos on the internet, I am such a what's the word, non-flashy person. Like I really don't like attention and stuff, which is a weird thing. This is my job to, you know, be on the internet. On the internet, you're supposed to be as flashy as humanly possible to get as many eyes on you as you can. But I mean, yeah, I try to work through it. You got to be outgoing enough to actually get the job done and be entertaining, but also kind of fight your own internal battles of, this is not the easiest thing to do. Like filming out in public, man, it's a wild thing. Especially you see these big YouTubers and stuff, and they're like just hooting, hollering, freaking farting and crapping themselves out in public like it's just absolutely normal. And I was like, dude, that would be an extreme struggle for me. Genuinely. I swear, dude, I love a good gas truck. My gosh, diesels just make noises that they just do something to you. Okay, why did our brake, oh my. Yeah, this brake controller is in, we're scrapping this sucker because that thing just jumped up to 5 and about put my truck upside down. It's way too much trailer brake. Sorry, Mr. Taco. I'm doing what I can. Oh man, this thing just sounds so good. Alright. This is probably our longest steep hill coming up. So let's try to get a little rolling steam on her. This would have been a great video to use the Cummins in, but as some of y'all have commented telling me to take the ugly hitch off of it, well, I can't, because old boy that sold me the truck didn't give me the key lock to it, or the key to the lock. And it's one of those like actual secure ones that there's not like, there's a tiny bit of room where the little pin slides sideways, and the way that hitch assembly is it's right up next to it. I don't know what I'm going to use to cut it off. I can't use a Sawzall. Maybe I can get a little bitty thin blade and get in there, but yeah. Also, you know, head gasket issue is probably not the best thing to, you know, amplify via towing, so probably wouldn't have been smart. But I know that truck will freaking, I know that thing tows like insanely good, because just the way that it drives, man, you're like 20% throttle at any given moment and the truck is just gone. It's just accelerating like crazy. It drives completely different than this truck and the 6-liter. The 6-liter is probably the laziest. Well, I don't know. Now with a new tune, it's not as lazy. This one is fairly lazy unless you're giving it some good throttle. I mean, I guess I'm kind of skewed too after driving the Cummins for a while now. It's just like that thing is so effortless to pick up speed. It almost accelerates too quickly all the time, and that's in low tunes. So yeah, I guess perspective can definitely get skewed when you're dealing with that kind of stuff. But once we get that resolved, I definitely want to tow something with it, because I know it's going to do absolutely insane. Now, I've never had a vehicle that got more attention than my C6 Z06, which was a heads cam exhaust car, manual of course. And you know, that there were people that hate cars would look at it, people that love, everyone, literally every single person I ever encountered with that, they were staring Oh my gosh, our brakes. Oh, our brakes are not good. The trailer thing is insanely too hopped up. What I was saying though is this truck gets an insane amount of attention as well. It is very flashy, being bright red, of course.
Approaching a railroad crossing.
Towing, big FTS, huge wheels. Oh my gosh, where's the thing? Oh my gosh. All right, yeah, the brake controller is fully malfunctioning. It's jumping from 5 to 1. And obviously when it hits 5, it's slowing faster than the truck. And that's resulting in some not good jarring. So yeah, we need to scrap that sucker, because that's not good. Last thing we want is the freaking trailer to lock up. I'm gonna try. We got 2-3 more braking locations, I think, so should be good. We'll take it easy. All right, boss, we turning. Just let the truck slow us down. Oh gosh, yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but that is not good. Okay, don't screw me over. People really just don't give a rip. Like, people will see you towing and stuff, and they'll just pull up past the line to be the most inconvenience that they could possibly be. And they don't give a rip. And then they'll get mad at you when you get close to them. I'm tempted to freaking unplug that sucker. I guess I won't. We'll just take it nice and easy. We are almost to our destination. It's gonna be a long video if I keep all this talking in here. But I guess it makes sense. Y'all are on this journey. Alright, let's see if we can turn it down. Where's our knob? Oh gosh, I can't find it. Turn it. Okay, well, I turned it all the way off. That's fine. We got enough truck to stop this thing. That was our last full stop, given we don't have traffic up here. And we're gonna be at the body shop where they fixed cheat code, painted several of my things, fixed Brett's truck. Brett got hit the other day, or it's been a couple months. He got hit. Someone pulled out of a turn lane, sideswiped his truck. No traffic, let's get in here. And it was a whole ordeal. The guy admitted on police body cam that he was at fault and he wasn't injured, and then he tried to come back and say he wasn't at fault and that he was injured, and all kinds of crap. And it was an ordeal, but the trail boss is officially fixed, even the bedside. So it's good to go. All right, well, we're here, boys. We made it. All right, boys, well, the Frontier has been dropped off. Hopefully they can get to it in some sort of relatively quick time. Look at this freaking truck though. Oh my gosh. Duramax did great. I'm gonna try to fix our brake controller. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it off. I don't even need it. Let's make sure we put everything together. I think we did. I think we're good to go. All right, let's get this thing back home. Please, nobody come around that turn. They did. beyond belief. All right, is our trailer, you can't even speak. All right, yeah, we're just using no brake controller. Please don't hit my trailer. I have trailer lights working. Mr. Impatient back there. Or y'all drop a comment. What's the most weight you've ever pulled with your truck? Whether it's, you know, a freaking lawnmower or a dang tri-axle dump truck. Y'all let me know. I am curious to see. And let me know what truck. What truck did y'all use? Do you use something that is set up like this for not towing? Or do you do that for work? You tow a freaking Bobcat every day? Drop a comment. Let's see your setup. Your truck, your mods, your trailer, your equipment. Let's get a little comment section rolling down there, a little forum style. Let's talk about it. Successful recovery and delivery of the Frontier. Unfortunate situation that happened, no doubt, but we're making the best of it. And obviously we got to have a little fun with the Duramax today, which did absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap this thing in the shop, and that's gonna be it. So drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification. I'll see y'all boys in the next video.